Hello everyone, welcome back to another video where today I wanted to talk about something that's a little bit bizarre, but also kind of expected, but also kind of interesting. Essentially, there's been a brand new report that's come out yesterday by the time you watch this, but today, for me, that's right, I'm getting ahead, time travel, etc. Anyway, there has been a report that Ryan Gosling is set to appear in Doctor Who. Now, this does make a lot of sense, given Ryan Gosling's previous adoration of Doctor Who, as well as him recently working on Barbie with the current Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa. So this would make all the sense in the world. However, I'm very dubious for one key reason, and that key reason is the article has been written by The Sun, which is about as reliable in the UK as the weather forecast. So take it with a grain of salt, but I wanted to dissect what it said nonetheless. But before we get into it, if you could do me a teeny tiny little favour and click that subscribe button, it'd be very much appreciated. We are doing regular Doctor Who news updates here on the channel, so if you enjoy all things Doctor Who, all things news, all things rumour, all things merchandise, anything like that, this place really is the place to be. I have also been told by a few commenters that people are being unsubscribed. I used to think that was fake and YouTubers just said it to grow subscribers, but I'm actually seeing people say that I'm not popping up in their subscription boxes. So genuinely, if you're having that problem, be sure to just double check if you're subscribed. It's free and you can always unsubscribe if you really end up hating me at some point in the future. But with that said, let's get into the video. So the title of the article is Starstruck. Hollywood A-list megastar lined up to star in Doctor Who in massive coup for the show. Rod McPhee is the article's writer. Ryan Gosling is set to figure in Doctor Who, very, very nice grammar there, after playing Ken in the Barbie blockbuster. But it is not yet known if he will be in pink as the good guy or dolled up as a baddie. Very nice Barbie puns. Is that a Barbie cyber... Okay. Bizarre imagery from The Sun here. Ryan Gosling, who recently appeared playing Ken in the Barbie movie, alongside new Doctor Ncuti Gatwa, is set to star in the famous BBC One sci-fi show. And then, yeah, we get a shot of Ryan Gosling barbified Cyberman. That's not something I needed to see today. The Hollywood hunk starred alongside Margot Robbie as Barbie, while Ncuti Gatwa, the latest Time Lord, was a co-star. Ryan, 43, admitted last year he was a huge fan of the BBC sci-fi classic, and Ncuti, 30, told how Ryan couldn't wait to meet him on the Barbie set. He said, "I remember Ryan Gosling bounding up to my trailer like, 'Doctor Who is the coolest show in the world, man. I'm the biggest fan.' And I was like, what the hell? The show has incredible reach." Ryan even posted a picture on Instagram wearing an unofficial Doctor Who t-shirt with Ncuti's face, we all remember that, prompting a response from the show boss Russell T Davies. And now Ryan has been approached about a guest role. A TV insider said. So this is where these articles always lose me, because it's just some random unnamed TV insider. This could be literally anyone for all we know, but we'll keep reading. This would be a huge coup for the show, but also a real honour for Ryan, who is something of a Whovian. It's not clear yet what role he'd have, but the writers would tailor a character for him to play, if he could find the time in his packed schedule. The show is already available around the world, and is being co-produced by Disney+, which aims to air the new episodes next year. Ncuti will take over the role with Millie Gibson as companion Ruby Sunday at the end of the trilogy of special shows featuring David Tennant, 52, returning to play the Doctor. Other stars who have had guest roles in former years include Spider-Man Andrew Garfield and Carey Mulligan, who appeared opposite Ryan in the film Drive. And that is where this article comes to an end. So what do I think? Well, I honestly think the idea of Ryan Gosling being in Doctor Who is probably more likely than some people might think. As the article does correctly state, Ryan is a massive fan of the show, has been since, I believe, the Matt Smith years, because he saw Matt Smith in something and wanted to cast him for a project he was working on, I believe. And we know he sort of kept up with the show, because obviously when Ncuti was announced, he was hugely excited, wore merch of Ncuti. As well as that, Doctor Who has the pull of Disney Plus now, and Disney money, as well as Russell T Davies. So if there was really any era that Ryan Gosling would feature in, it would be the one headed up by a star he's already worked with, and in an age where Doctor Who is becoming more Hollywoody than ever. My only real sort of hesitance in saying that this is fully true is the fact that it comes from the sun. I feel like everyone has kind of had the idea since Ryan Gosling came out as a massive Whovian and also starred alongside Ncuti Gatwa as Ken, which, by the way, Ryan Gosling as Ken was amazing. I just watched that film recently. But I think everyone in the community has kind of had this idea of, okay, what if Ryan Gosling did a Doctor Who appearance? In much a similar way to how Kylie Minogue did all the way back in Voyage of the Damned. It's a very Russell T Davies thing to do. I'm just not sure whether I believe it because it's from the sun. There's also the slight matter of the SAG-AFTRA strikes. So obviously, as far as I'm aware, Ryan Gosling doing Doctor Who would not fall under SAG-AFTRA because it's a British production, I believe. I could be wrong on that. There's been some conflicting reports on that. So I think he'd still be able to do Doctor Who even during the strikes. Because obviously we know for pretty much definite at this point that Series 15 is filming later this year, as in like October, November time. So if they were going to get Ryan Gosling, it probably is going to be sooner rather than later. If they did get him for, say, the 2024 Christmas special, that would be a massive get, because that would probably film around sort of October, November-ish, so they could announce it before the 60th specials, which would be a huge boost for Doctor Who, and a huge marketing ploy for all the people who just watched Barbie, absolutely loved it, absolutely loved Ncuti in it, absolutely loved Ryan in it, and oh my god, they get to go see this show with Ryan Gosling in it and Ncuti Gatwa. That's like perfect timing, and Doctor Who has been very in sync with Barbie recently. They had the Barbie TARDIS in London when that film was being sort of previewed. They had a nice like Ncuti Gatwa meme, several other things. So yeah, I could totally see this happening. I just don't believe it from the sun. I think I'm gonna wait until we hear it from a more reputable source, a la like The Mirror, because The Mirror seems to be pretty spot on when it comes to Doctor Who stuff, particularly Nicola Metvin, before I say with absolute certainty that this is happening. However, I do think that stranger things have happened. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Ryan Gosling could be appearing in the next series of Doctor Who? Whatever your thoughts are, drop them down in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed. Yeah, double check if you're subscribed as well. And I will see you later.